Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. So friends, on this channel we discuss the contents of law and previous year papers of judicial and other legal exams. And if you have seen my previous video, at the moment we are doing the series of Uttarakhand Judicial Services. And in my past videos I have discussed the उत्तराखंड जुडिशियल सर्विसेज सिविल जज जूनियर डिवीजन के 2019 एंड 2018 के पेपर्स in Hindi and English. So friends, in today's video I'm going to discuss the paper of उत्तराखंड सिविल जज जूनियर डिवीजन का प्री का 2016 का पेपर 2016 का पेपर हम डिस्कस करेंगे आज. Before that, if you are new on the channel and if you have not subscribed the channel yet, so I would like to recommend कि आप इसको फटाफट से सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए because it will be very beneficial for you in your preparation for judicial and other legal exams. आपको हेल्प ही करेगा, नुकसान नहीं करेगा. एंड अगर आपको एंड में ये वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो जरूर लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा एंड चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. चलिए बढ़ते हैं पेपर की ओर. देखिए मेरे पास ये ए सीरीज़ का पेपर है. ये पेपर आप UKPSC की साइट से भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पर मिल जाएंगे आपको. देखिए जो एडवर्टीजमेंट थी वो 2016 की, लेकिन पेपर कब हुआ था? ये हुआ था 17 में. तो चलिए बढ़ते हैं पेपर की ओर. देखिए पार्ट 1 है ये, जीके का 50 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं इसमें. अगर आपको सिलेबस देखना हो उत्तराखंड जुडिशरी का तो आप जो है मेरी वीडियोस में देख सकते हैं. उत्तराखंड की सीरीज स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैंने सिलेबस ही डिस्कस किया था. यू कैन सी दैट ओवर देयर. चलिए लेट्स मूव ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. Which of the following amendments of the Constitution is related with GST? तो GST क्या है? गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स. और कौन सी अमेंडमेंट से आया है? ये है 101 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट. डी इज द आंसर. और इसमें कौन कौन से आर्टिकल्स अमेंड हुए थे? 246A, 269A, 279A ये इंसर्ट किए गए थे. और एक 268A जो है उसको डिलीट कर दिया गया था. और एक डेफिनेशन ऐड हुई थी 366 में, 12A एंड 26A एंड 26B. हो सकता है रिसेंट में अभी जो अमेंडमेंट आई है 104th अमेंडमेंट वो पूछ लें आपसे. 104th अमेंडमेंट में क्या किया गया कि SC/STs के लिए जो रिजर्वेशन है उसको बढ़ा दिया गया 10 ईयर्स फर्दर. एंड जो एंग्लो इंडियन के जो सीट्स थी उनको जो है खत्म कर दिया गया है. 2 सीट्स लोकसभा में थी उसको जो है अबॉलिश कर दिया गया है. एंड रिसेंट वाली आई है 105th अमेंडमेंट जो कि विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम 19 अगस्त 2021. इसमें जो है 342A जो है वो अमेंड किया गया है. जो EWS वाला जो कोटा लगाया गया था 102nd अमेंडमेंट से, उसमें जो सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लासेस विच शैल फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ दिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, उसमें जो है बैकवर्ड क्लासेस इन सेंट्रल लिस्ट विच शैल फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, ऐसे कर दिया गया, चेंज कर दिया गया उसमें. और 26C भी जो है उसको भी अमेंड कर दिया गया जो कि आया था 103rd अमेंडमेंट से. एंड व्हाट वाज अमेंडमेंट 102? इट वाज फॉर नेशनल कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस. एंड इसमें इंसर्ट किया गया था आर्टिकल 338B विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम थी 11th अगस्त 2018. एंड डेफिनेशंस जो 366 में है वहाँ पर 26C जो है वो भी ऐड किया गया था. ऑलराइट. एंड व्हाट अबाउट 103rd amendment? It was regarding EWS quota of 10% to economic weaker section with effect from 2019. And from that article 15 clause 6 was added and 16 clause 6 was added. Next question number 2. In which of the following cases preamble was held to be a part of constitution, hence amendable? That was Keshwanand Bharati. B is the answer. Next question number 3. United Nations has observed year 2016 as International Year for Pulses. और ये भी जो है काफ़ी पूछते हैं यूएन कौन सा ईयर ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है. अभी 2022 में जो है इंटरनेशनल ईयर फॉर बेसिक साइंसेज फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. And 2023 will be the international year for millets. And 2021 was international year for fruits and vegetables. All right. Next question number 4. Which of the following provision of constitution deals with the ordinance making power of president? देखिए लास्ट जो क्वेश्चन पेपर था 2018 का उसमें गवर्नर की पूछी हुई थी, मैंने वहाँ पर भी डिस्कस किया था ये चीज़. तो ये प्रेसिडेंट की है 123 में, गवर्नर की है 213 में. आर्टिकल 124 में क्या? एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एंड अपॉइंटमेंट्स ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट. Article 125 is salaries for Supreme Court judges. All right. 126 is appointment of acting Chief Justice. A is the answer. Next is question number 5. Headquarters of International Court of Justice is at Hague. And where is Hague? Is in Holland, Netherlands. All right. C is the answer. Next is question number 6. Which article of the Constitution deals with definition of various terms used in Constitution? अभी हमने डिस्कस किया है इसको क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में, तो दैट इज 366. सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. पावर ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट टू रिव्यू इट्स ओन जजमेंट इज प्रोवाइडेड अंडर आर्टिकल 137. सो ए इज द आंसर. आर्टिकल 138 में क्या है? एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ जुडिक्शन ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट. 139 में क्या है? कन्फर्मेंट ऑन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ पावर टू इशू रिट्स. पावर मिली है सुप्रीम कोर्ट को रिट इशू करने के लिए. आर्टिकल 32 में वो कहाँ से मिली है? 139 से. एंड 140 में क्या है? एंसिलरी पावर्स. किसकी? सुप्रीम कोर्ट की. ऑलराइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. मेंबर ऑफ जॉइंट पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन आर अपॉइंटेड बाय प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सी इज द आंसर. और ये कहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है? ये मेंशन किया गया है आर्टिकल 316 के क्लॉज 1 में. ऑलराइट. Next question number 9. The case of Kasturi Lal Ralia Ram Jain versus State of UP 1965 is related to sovereign functions of state. A is the answer. Next question number 10. Which one of Chief Justices of India has acted as acting President of India also? Justice Hidayatullah. Same question was asked in 2019. B is the answer. Next question number 11. Reserve Bank of India has been constituted under RBI Act 1934. C is the answer. Next question number 12. Who has been appointed as chairman of 21st Law Commission of India? तो वो है जस्टिस B.S. चौहान. C is the answer. Next question number 13. Uttaranchal now Uttarakhand was created by Uttar Pradesh Reorganization Act 2000. A is the answer. Next 14. Which of the following cases of Supreme Court held that custodial death is one of the worst crime in civilized society governed by the rule of law? It was D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal. D is the answer. Next question number 15. Which of the following article of Indian Constitution provides that states shall endeavor to secure for citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India? Article 44. 42 में क्या है? Provision for just and humane conditions for work. 43 में क्या है? Living wages. 44 में आ गया uniform civil code. 45 में क्या है? Pre and compulsory education for children. Pre education. Early childhood care up to 6 years. आफ्टर 6 ईयर कहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है? वो लिखा हुआ है आर्टिकल 21A में. वहाँ लिखा हुआ है 6 to 14 ईयर्स कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन. ऑलराइट. और ये आर्टिकल 21A कब आया था? ये आया था 86th अमेंडमेंट से 2002 में विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम. 86th अमेंडमेंट बिल जो प्रेजेंट हुआ था पार्लियामेंट में हुआ 2002 में, लेकिन ये विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम मतलब पास कब हुआ? 1/4/2010. दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, ये पूछ सकते हैं आपसे. Next question number 16. An introduction to the principle of morals and legislation was authored by Jeremy Bentham. A is the answer. Next is 17. The mandatory provision in relation to providing medical treatment by all hospital to victims of specific crimes free of cost immediately is provided in which section of CRPC? It is in 357C. So C is the answer. Next question number 18. Which of the following cases it was held that right to shelter is a fundamental right? तो ये है प्रभाकरन नायर वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तमिलनाडु. बी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट is 19. CIC सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन इज कंसिडर्ड अंडर विच सेक्शन ऑफ RTI? इट इज अंडर सेक्शन 12. सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट is 20. द ग्रैंड नॉर्म वाज कॉइन्ड इन द थ्योरी ऑफ हांस केल्सन. ए इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स द preamble of the constitution has been amended so far? Only once, by 42nd Amendment Act, and the same question was asked in 2018 again. Next is 22. Which of the following is not stated for the purpose of Article 12? Indian Council of Agricultural Research, a nationalized bank, ONGC, गृह कल्याण केंद्र. तो ये नहीं है गृह कल्याण केंद्र. D is the answer. Next is 23. In which schedule of Indian Constitution the recognized languages are listed? 8th schedule. 7 में क्या है? Lists हैं उसमें. 9th में क्या है? प्रॉपर्टीज़ के बारे में, प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट्स हैं उसमें. 6 में क्या है? एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ ट्राइबल एरियाज. 2019 में इससे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. तो कौन कौन से आते हैं इसमें? आसाम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम. AMTM ये याद रखिए आप, इजीली याद हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 24. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग केस रिलेटेड टू कैरी फॉरवर्ड रूल? दैट इज द केस ऑफ देवदासन वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया. बी इज द आंसर. Next question number 25. Hicklin test under Article 19(2) Constitution is related to decency and morality. A is the answer. Next question number 26. Praful Kumar versus Bank of Commerce, Khulna is leading case on pith and substance principles. B is the answer. Next 27. UN Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by General Assembly of United Nations on 10 December 1948. C is the answer. The same question was asked in 2019. Next 28. Which one of the following is not a principal organ of United Nations? It is Human Rights Commission. D is the answer. Next 29. Which of the following provision of Advocate Act Supreme Court has power to decide upon professional misconduct of an advocate? It is in section 38. D is the answer. Next 30. Who is the writer of a book De Jure Belli Ac Passis? Hugo Grotius, father of international law बोलते हैं इनको, father of international law. A is the answer. Next 31. Which one of the following jurist is the exponent of historical school? That is Savigny. B is the answer. Next 32. By which amendment of the constitution the word social secular were added in the preamble? देखिए preamble अभी पूछा था कितनी बार अमेंड किया गया, तो 1 वहाँ भी बताया था मैंने, 42nd अमेंडमेंट से एक ही बार उसको ऐड किया गया, तो ये वर्ड्स वहाँ पर अमेंड किए गए, इंसर्ट किए गए थे. तो सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 33. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली अडॉप्टेड जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे एज ए नेशनल एंथम ऑन 24 जनवरी 1950, 24 जनवरी 1950. ए इज द आंसर. Next 34. Justice Jagdish Singh Kher was sworn as 44th CJI by President of India on. अब देखिए ये पूछ लिया कि कौन सी डेट को CJI ने oath ली है. तो at that time it was January 4, 2017, and at present 48th CJI, that is NV Ramana. He took oath on 24/4/21. तो ये भी याद कर सकते हैं आप. Next question 35. Which of the following cases the Supreme Court held that Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri would not amount to title within the meaning of Article 18 of Constitution of India? That was Balaji Raghavan versus Union of India. B is the answer. Next 36. In which of the following years Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women was adopted by UN General Assembly? It was in 1979. D is the answer. Next 37. Montreal Protocol is related to ozone layer. So B is the answer. Next 38. Ownership to patent, copyright, trademark and right to an easement is called as incorporeal ownership. A is the answer. Next 39. The non-permanent members of Security Council are elected for 2 years. B is the answer. And ये कहाँ पर मेंशन किया गया? ये मेंशन किया गया आपके आर्टिकल 23 UN चार्टर में. Next question number 40. The headquarters of World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO is located in Geneva. D is the answer. Same question was asked in 2019. Next question number 41. Interpol means International Crime Police Organization. C is the answer. Next is 42. Law Day is celebrated in India on 26 November. And ये स्टार्ट कब से हुआ था ये सेलिब्रेट करना? 1979 से. क्वेश्चन पूछा गया 2018-19 में भी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 43. मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स इन अ स्टेट इंक्लूडिंग चीफ मिनिस्टर कैन बी 15% of the members of legislative assembly. B is the answer. And ये कहाँ पर मेंशन किया गया है? ये मेंशन किया गया है आपके आर्टिकल 164(1)(a) में. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 44. न्यू चैप्टर ऑफ प्ली बार्गेनिंग वाज एडेड इन CRPC बाय क्रिमिनल लॉ अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 2005. A is the answer. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 45. नास फाउंडेशन केस रिलेटेड टू Constitutionality of 377 IPC. D is the answer. केस का पूरा नाम क्या था? नास फाउंडेशन वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ दिल्ली NCT. D is the answer. Next 46. Copyright in India subsist for 60 years. C is the answer. Next question number 47. Limits of territorial water in the case of India has been extended to 12 nautical miles. B is the answer. Next 48. Which of the following articles of Indian Constitution become automatically suspended on proclamation of emergency? That is Article 19. A is the answer. And ये कहाँ पर मेंशन किया गया है? ये मेंशन किया गया है आर्टिकल 358 में. Alright. Next is 49. Clause 5 of Article 15 in Constitution was added by 93rd Amendment Act in 2005 with effect from 21/2006. Next question number 50. Under which article in the Constitution Supreme Court has developed the curative petition? It is mentioned in Article 142. B is the answer. And what is curative petition? Review of review. That is curative petition. Article 142 में पावर है सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास. B is the answer. So friends, यहाँ पर हमने पार्ट 1 कर लिया जिसमें 50 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, वो कर लिया है हमने अभी. एंड वी आर नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू पार्ट 2. सो पार्ट 2 है लॉ. इसमें आएंगे 150 क्वेश्चंस, 150 क्वेश्चंस. एंड इट स्टार्ट्स विद IPC. So what question number 51 says, whoever has been previously convicted for an offense punishable under section 376 or 376A or 376D of IPC is subsequently convicted for an offense punishable under any of such section shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment of 20 years which may be extended to life imprisonment. B option है rigorous imprisonment for 20 years and also with fine. C is imprisonment for life or with death and simple imprisonment. इसका आंसर क्या रहेगा? C imprisonment for life or with death, and life means natural remainder life. Next is 52. Which one of the following is not an offense punishable under IPC? Preparing to wage war, yes, it is mentioned in section 122. Preparing to commit dacoity or robbery, yes. Preparation to commit dacoity is an offense under section 399 but not robbery. To commit depredation on a territory of friendly state of government of India, it is 126. Preparation to commit suicide is not an offense. D is the answer. Next is 53. For the offense of wrongful confinement, there must be subscribing limit of any kind which may be large or narrow boundary, visible, tangible area, movable or fixed territory. All of the above. D is the answer. And where is mentioned wrongful confinement? It is mentioned in section 340. And where is wrongful restraint? 339. Wrongful restraint पहले आएगा, confinement बाद में आएगा. D is the answer. Next is 54. A kills C, thinking C is B. Here A is guilty of the offense punishable under IPC 302 because of section 301, transfer of malice. So C is the answer. Next question number 55. A sets fire by night to an inhabited house in a large town for the purpose of facilitating to commit robbery and thus cause death of B. Here A will be punished for the offense of causing death voluntary. So A is the answer. Next question number 56. Which of the following committees proposed a new chapter in IPC for incorporating white collar crimes and socio-economic crimes? It was Santhanam committee. B is the answer. Established in 1962. Soli Sorabji committee. It was regarding National Police Commission and Sikh riots. Alright, and Malimat committee suggesting setting up State Security Commission in 2000. इसका आंसर है बी. नेक्स्ट is 57. To preserve one's life is generally speaking a duty, but it may be the highest duty to sacrifice it too. This observation was made in Queen versus Douglas Stephens case by Lord Coleridge. C is the answer. And about which section it was said? For section 81 IPC. Next is 58. Which one of the following is not a mode of abatement under IPC? Attempt is separate. It is mentioned in section 511. Next is 59. Which of the following factors make sand, that is integral part of earth, as movable property? When it is used at its place, when it is excavated but left it at its place, when it is excavated and thus separated from earth completely. इसका आंसर रहेगा C. C is the answer. Next is 60. Which of the following is not an offense under IPC, neither against human body nor property? Namely, the offense is sedition. It is mentioned in section 124A because it is against government. यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है CRPC. Question 61. High Court may make rules under 477 CRPC with the previous permission of state government. A is the answer. Next is 62. In which of the following case it was held that identity of victim is not to be disclosed even in judgment of the court? It was mentioned in Dinesh versus State of Rajasthan. B is the answer. Next is 63. Power of magistrate to order a person to give specimen signature and handwriting. It is mentioned in section 311A. B is the answer. 310 is no section. 12 is no section. This is also not a section. B is the answer. Next is 64. Laying of trap is a part of investigation. Why? Because investigation is done by police authorities and inquiry and trial by court. Okay. Next is 65. The term court under section 195 clause 3 CRPC includes civil court, criminal court, revenue court, all civil, criminal and revenue courts. D is the answer. This question was asked in Haryana 2021. D is the answer. Next is 66. A person can be summoned as a witness under section 160 CRPC by any police officer, any officer, investigating police officer. C is the answer. Because it is mentioned in section that any police officer making investigation by order in writing required attendance before himself of any person. Next is 67. Criminal Law Amendment Act came into force on 3rd Feb 2013. Same question was asked in 2019. Next question 68. When a person refuses to answer or to produce document in court, then he may be awarded the punishment of imprisonment under section 349 up to 7 days. D is the answer. Next is 69. Limitation period prescribed under section 468 is related to completion of investigation, completion of trial, cognizance of offence by court, completion of inquiry. It is regarding cognizance of offence by court. C is the answer. Next is 70. Ordinarily, the place of trial of an offence is the place where it has been committed, accused arrested, consequence ensued. Ordinary, where it is happen, where it is committed, and where this is mentioned in section 177 CRPC. Consequence ensued, it is mentioned in 179. A is the answer. Next is 71. Section 125 CRPC is applicable to all persons irrespective of their religion. It is laid down in Muhammad Ahmad Khan vs. Shahbano Begum. B is the answer. Next is 72. A statement covered under 164 CRPC can be recorded by judicial or metropolitan magistrate. C is the answer. Next is 73. High Court cannot directly entertain the bail application of quota accused person without the refusal by special court. This was laid down by Supreme Court in case of State of Gujarat versus Salim by Abdul Ghaffar Sheikh. B is the answer. Next is 74. Who is empowered to remove nuisance under section 133? It is district magistrate. D is the answer. And 133 में क्या है? Conditional orders to remove nuisance. Next is 75. Provision relating to bail to require the accused to appeal before the next appellate court has been mentioned under section 437A. C is the answer. 438 में क्या है? Anticipatory bail. 436A में क्या है? Maximum period for which an under trial can be detained. Under trial detention के लिए maximum period है ये. 436 क्या है? General provision for bail. From here starts Indian Evidence Act. Question number 76. Fact alleged by one party denied by the other in a case are called as fact in issue. D is the answer, mentioned in section 3 interpretations. Next is 77. Pawan Kumar vs. State of Haryana is a case on presumption as to abetment of suicide by married woman. D is the answer. Next is 78. The previous conviction of a person is relevant under Indian Evidence Act under section 14 explanation 2. Explanation 1 में क्या है? State of mind not generally but particularly. State of mind not generally but particularly. Explanation 1 of section 8 is about conduct, that it does not include statement. In section 8 में explanation 2 में क्या है? Conduct of person is relevant, any statement made to him in his presence and hearing. B is the answer. Next is question number 79. Irrefutable presumption of law indicated by conclusive proofs, mentioned in section 4, and it is also called as irrefutable presumption of law. B, C is the answer. Next is 80. What has not been mentioned in Indian Evidence Act? Relevancy of evidence, admissibility of evidence, weight of evidence is not mentioned. C is the answer. Next is 81. A is charged with travelling on a railway without ticket. The burden of proof is on him according to Indian Evidence Act under section 106. B is the answer, and it is illustration B of 106. Next is 82. Which one of the following section has been amended by Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013? It is section 119. Dumb witness. 120 में क्या है? Husband and wife, competent witness. What is 121? 121 is about judges and magistrates. 126 is for professional communication. Next is 83. Which section of Indian Evidence Act is based on the principle of agency? It is section 10. D is the answer. Section 7 में क्या है? Occasion, opportunity. 8 में क्या है? PCM, preparation, conduct, motive. 9 में क्या है? TIP and other facts. Next is 84. Principle of res judicata has been incorporated under Indian Evidence Act under section 40. B is the answer. Very important question. Next is 85. Photostat copy of family settlement deed is allowed to be produced before the court as an secondary evidence. And where secondary evidence is mentioned in section 63. Primary कहाँ पर 62 में. Next is 86. The presumption under section 41 is an irrefutable presumption of law, मतलब conclusive proof है. ठीक है. It is also called as irrefutable presumption of law. Next is 87. Court can ask question under section 165 to any party, non-party, legal representatives, any party and witnesses. A is the answer. Next is 88. Existence of any right customs may be proved under section 13 only. So A is the answer. Next is 89. Evidence of character includes evidence of reputation, disposition, general disposition and general reputation both. So general disposition and general reputation both. C is the answer. Next is 90. Principle of alibi is indirectly covered in Indian Evidence Act under section 11. D is the answer. 6 क्या है? Res geste. 8 again PCM. 9 again TPI, TIP and other facts. Next is 91. In the law of evidence, a retracted confession is of no value, is alone sufficient for conviction, can be acted upon, but a matter of prudence. The court must look for some corroboration from other facts and evidences. Answer है इसका C. Next is 92. Which of the following means a fact to be proved? Quid probandum. It also called as factum probandum. There is another one, factum probans, and factum probans means the facts which is produced as evidence. Next question is 93. In which of the following instances does the evidence means a fact which serves as foundation for an inference? It is circumstantial evidence. B is the answer. Next is 94. In which of the following cases it was laid down that section 27 is an exception to section 24, 5 and 6? It was State of UP versus Devan Upadhyay. C is the answer. Next is 95. Confidential communication with whom of the following is protected under Indian Evidence Act? To magistrate, to legal advisor, police officer, revenue officer, to legal advisor under section 126. C is the answer. Next is 96. In which of the following case the Supreme Court rejected the dying declaration which was recorded by magistrate but which was not signed by the declarant? ऐसे क्वेश्चन सिर्फ पेपर को थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट बनाने के लिए डाल देते हैं. That was case State of UP versus Shishpal Singh. B is the answer. Next is 97. In civil case, the fact that character of a person is such as is to affect the amount of damages which he ought to receive is relevant. A is the answer. Next is 98. The principle of presumption of survivorship has been incorporated in section 107. B is the answer. 8 is presumption of death. 106 special knowledge. We just did that. रेलवे टिकट वाला जो illustration था वो. 109 relationship of tenant landlord, master servant, partners. Next question 99. Contents of document under section 59 of Indian Evidence Act may be proved by primary or secondary evidence. C is the answer. The next is 100. Knowledge from STD booth from where the accused talked with each other is relevant under for section 27. It was held in case of Abudkir versus State. D is the answer. So friends, यहाँ स्टार्ट होता है फिर से CRPC. An arrest warrant issued by a court can be executed at any place in India mentioned in section 77 CRPC. B is the answer. Next question number 102. A proclaimed offender whose property has been attached can claim back the property or sale proceeds on appearance within 2 years of attachment mentioned in section 85 subsection 3. C is the answer. Next question number 103. Which of the following offense is not compoundable under 320? It is 307. Attempt to murder is not compoundable. D is the answer. What is 323 IPC? Hurt. Next is 104. 357A of CRPC was inserted by Act 54 2009. It is about victim compensation scheme. A is the answer. Next question number 105. Procedure of arrest and duties of officer arresting the person have been provided in the code in the CRPC in section 41B. C is the answer. 41 में क्या है? Police when can arrest. 41A क्या है? Notice of appearance. 41C क्या है? Control room in districts, in every district and state level. Answer रहेगा C. Next is 106. In which of the section of CRPC it has been provided that every person is bound to assist police officer or magistrate regarding any offence? It is mentioned in section 37. D is the answer. Next question 107. The accused person may apply for plea bargaining under CRPC when he has committed the offence of theft. C is the answer. It was mentioned कि any offence punishable with imprisonment less than 7 years जो है you can go for plea bargaining. Robbery में है 7 years की, डकैती में 10 years की, rape में not less than 10 years. Alright, so C is the answer. Next is 108. Appropriate government may commute the sentence of accused person under CRPC even without the consent of accused mentioned in section 433. B is the answer. 432 में क्या है? Power to suspend and remit sentence. Power to suspend and remit sentence. 320 obviously compounding. 321 क्या है? Withdrawal of prosecution. Okay. And same provision is mentioned in IPC, where 54 and 55. Next question number 109. Case diary, police diary is an important document which relates to investigation. B is the answer and is mentioned in section 172. Next is 110, 110. How many chapter sections have been incorporated? There is 37 chapters and 484 sections. B is the answer. From here, IPC starts. Question is 111. Sexual harassment of women is defined in 354A. B is the answer. What is 354? Assault and criminal force on women. 354B is assault or use of criminal force with intent to disrobe women. 509. Word, gesture or act intended to insult the modesty of women. B is the answer. Next is 112. Crime is said to be an act which is both forbidden by law and against moral sentiments of the society. It is mentioned by Stephen. B is the answer. Next question number 113. Which of the following is not an essential element of crime? Namely, human being, man's actor, serious object. Object is not an essential element. D is the answer. Next is 114. The principle of proximity of crime is irrelevant while deciding the liability of offense of abatement and conspiracy. D is the answer. Next question number 115. The main difference between 324 and 326 is that of use of weapon or means. C is the answer. 324 is what? Voluntary causing hurt by dangerous weapons, and 326 is what? Voluntary causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapons or means. Next question number 116. A person who does any act which causes any injury, danger, annoyance to the people in the general who dwell or occupy property in the vicinity commits the offense of public nuisance. D is the answer. Next 117. Which of the following offenses IPC are not correctly matched? B. Bribery, yes. C is influence at election, yes. 171D. Punishment for bribery, no. It is mentioned in section 171E. 171D क्या है? Personation at election. Okay. 171H is illegal payment of connection with an election. That is fine. Answer is C, not correctly matched. Next question 118. Where no sum is expressed to which a fine may extend, the amount of fine to which offender is liable to pay is unlimited but not excessive. D is the answer. Mentioned in section 63. Next question number 119. Which of the following case of Supreme Court of India set out the guideline for safeguarding the interest of death row convicts? It was mentioned in Shatrughan Chauhan versus Union of India. Next 120. The offense of voyeurism is an offense against women. C is the answer. Where it is mentioned 354C mein. Next 121. Preventing a person from performing religious worship and ceremonies is punishable under which of the following section? It is section 296. B is the answer. What is 295? Injuring or defilling place of worship with intent to insult. 296 is this one. Disturbing religious assembly. 297. Trespassing burial place. 295A. Deliberate and malicious act intent to outrage religious feeling of any class. Deliberate act. Answer is B. Next is 122. Section 195A is related with threatening to person to give false evidence. C is the answer. Same question was asked in 2019. Next 123. A shoots B with intention to kill him. B survived from the injury. Here A is liable under IPC for the offense of attempt to murder. B is the answer. It is mentioned in section 307. Next 124. Minimum number of persons required to commit an offense of affray is 2. Affray is mentioned in 159. Punishment in 160. Answer is C. Next 125. The term, we had T-U नहीं आना, T-E आना चाहिए. Term he used under IPC is that to a person who is male or female both. C is the answer. Mentioned in section 8. So friends, यहाँ से start होता है अब CPC. Question is 126. Who the following is not a legal representative according to CPC? Creditors. A large is mentioned in section 2 clause 11. Next 127. Where a compromise was arrived between parties to a suit by applying fraud, misrepresentation, mistake, a decree was passed with the consent of the party, then the affected party may select which one of the following alternatives for setting aside such decree, namely the course through second suit. D is the answer. Order 23. Consent decree. Next question number 128. Section 89 provides for settlement of disputes outside court. A is the answer. Arbitration, conciliation, mediation are the forms. Which is not mentioned is negotiation. This question is asked in 2018, 2019. Next is 129. Which provision of CPC provides that one person may sue or defend on behalf of all in same interests? Order 1 Rule 8. Same question was asked in 2018. Next is 130. Under CPC, an expired degree can be set aside under Order 9 Rule 13. D is the answer. Next is 131. The number of days a caveat remains operative after its filing 90 days. Asked in 2019. Provision is in Section 148A. D is the answer. Next is 132. Under CPC, who one of the following is not exempted from personal appearance in the court? Minister of Union Government, State Government, Vice President of India, Vice Chancellor of University. So it is Vice Chancellor of University. D is the answer. Next question number 133. A and B sue C for recovery of ₹1,000. C has a debt due to him by A alone. Here C cannot set off debt due to him by A alone. D is the answer. Set off, which is mentioned in Order 8, Rule 6. Illustration है F. Next 134. Under CPC, for the first time, provision for compensatory cost in respect to false vexation claim or defenses has been made under Section 35A and up to maximum 3,000 or pecuniary limit of court. Alright, 35 में क्या है? 35 में है cost. 35B में क्या है? Cost for causing delay. 34 में क्या है? Interest. Next is 135. Whom among the following person is not a public officer according to 217? 217 में क्या दी हुई definition public officer की? कौन है? तहसीलदार, judge, member of all India services? Yes, D is the answer. Sarpanch is not a public officer. Next is 136. According to CPC, future interest can be awarded by the court in a suit at 6% per annum. A is the answer mentioned in Section 34. Next is 137. A garnishee is a judgment debtor's debtor. B is the answer mentioned in Order 21 Rule 46A में है notice to garnishee and 46B में क्या है? Order against garnishee. B is the answer. Next is 138. Suits relating to immovable property may be filed in a court within whose local jurisdiction where property is situated. C is the answer mentioned in Section 16. Next is 139. Under CPC, an appeal may be filed by way of an memorandum. B is the answer. And appeal का order कौन सा है? 41 Rule 1. वहीं पर mention है ये. Next is 140. Under Section 26, CPC facts should be proved by affidavit. C is the answer. And what is the order of affidavit? It is Order 19. Next question number 141. Objection as to local or pecuniary jurisdiction shall be raised at the first available opportunity according to CPC under Section 21. B is the answer. Next is 142. Under civil law, the term multifariousness means a misjoinder of cause of action as well as parties. D is the answer. Next is 143. In civil suit, the issue are framed by the court. D is the answer. And where is framing of issues? Order 14 Rule 1. Next question number 144. Where the plaint has been rejected, the plaintiff on the same cause of action cannot present the fresh suit, may file the fresh suit with the leave of the High Court only, may file the fresh suit. इसका आंसर है may present the fresh suit. And where is the provision for rejection of plaint? Order 7 Rule 11. Next 145. Where after the end of hearing but before pronouncement of judgment, if any party of the suit dies, then the suit will not abate. Mention in provision Order 22 Rule 6. B is the answer. Next 146. Where an appeal from original decree is dismissed on the ground that it is time barred, then the best recourse and remedy available to the affected party is to file a review. Provision है Section 114 में and order है 47. A is the answer. Next is 147. Section of CPC can be amended by Parliament. D is the answer. देखिए सेक्शन 122 कहता है कि हाई कोर्ट हैज़ पावर टू अमेंड रूल्स अमेंड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सेक्शन अमेंड करने की पावर नहीं है हाई कोर्ट के पास. तो इसमें ऑप्शन कौन सा बचा? पार्लियामेंट इज द आंसर. डी इज द आंसर. Next is 148. Which of the following does not include in the definition of decree? Action of plaint, yes. Determination of question, yes. Any order on dismissal of default. Order है ना ये, decision of decree. C is the answer. Decree is mentioned in section 2, clause 2. Next is 149. Amendment of pleading is allowed under CPC for the purpose of saving the time of court, saving the time of party, determining the legal question involved in the controversy. C is the answer. Next is 150. A deposit a box of jewel with B as his agent. C alleges that jewel were wrongfully obtained by A from him and claimed them from B. Here B cannot institute an interpreted suit against A and C. D is the answer. अब देखिए अगर यहाँ पर लिखा होता not an agent, अगर एजेंट नहीं है as third person, then he could file the interpleader suit. And where it is mentioned, and अगर आप देखेंगे क्वेश्चन नंबर 86 of 2019, there it is asked, वहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है with B a reputed person of the टाउन। ये इलस्ट्रेशन कौन सा है? ये है इलस्ट्रेशन ए ऑफ ऑर्डर 35 रूल 5। इंटरप्रेटेड सूट कहाँ पर मेंशन है? ये मेंशन है आपके सेक्शन 88 एंड ऑर्डर 35 में। सो फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पर CPC एंड होता है। अब स्टार्ट हो गया मुस्लिम लॉ। The term urf under Muslim law means, next is 152, talaqul biddat under Muslim law is a complete and irrevocable divorce. A is the answer. It is an unapproved form of talaq, but it is still complete and irrevocable. Next is 153, a Muslim makes a gift in favor of a non-Muslim. The gift under Muslim law is valid as religion is immaterial in a gift. So B is the answer. Next is 154. Under Sunni law, a marriage performed during the period of iddat is irregular faseed. Same was asked in 2019. Next 155. A bequest made to a person who caused death of testator intentionally under Sunni law is void. B is the answer. Next 156. Which of the following will not be subject matter of meher? Crop produced next year, services of teaching of Quran, amount in terms of money, land or building. Crops product of next year, मतलब future property, is not a subject matter of meher. A is the answer. Next 157. Under dissolution of Muslim marriage act, a Muslim wife can get a decree of divorce if the husband has been insane for a term of 2 years. B is the answer. Next 158. A bequest to a child in womb is valid under Muslim law if the child born alive within 6 months from date under Sunni law and 10 months under Shia law. Same question was asked in 2018. Answer is C. Next 159. Acknowledgement of legitimacy about a child made by Muslim is irrevocable. B is the answer. Next 160. Dissolution of Muslim due to apostasy of Islam by husband is effective immediately. C is the answer. No need for declaration of any type. Next 161. A gift made by Muslim may be revoked before delivery of possession by heirs of the donor by family members. Answer would be before delivery of possession. Once possession is given, it is irrevocable. Next 162. A source of right of preemption in India can be attributed to Hindu law, Muslim law, British law, Muslim law. So B is the answer. Next 163. A Sunni marriage without witnesses irregular because 2 witnesses are required, but in Shia there is no witness required in marriage, that is valid without witnesses, but in divorce there must be 2 witnesses in Shia law. Next 164. If there is stipulation on the part of women before marriage to forego all her rights to dower, or even if she agrees to marry without any dower, the stipulation or agreement will be invalid. D is the answer. Next 165. Hiba is immediate unqualified transfer of the corpus of property without any return. Definition was given by Tayyib G. C is the answer. Next 166. Who the following person cannot claim the right of preemption? Relative of preempted. D is the answer. Next 167. Under Muslim law, puberty is presumed at the age of 15 years. So C is the answer. So from here Hindu law starts. Next 168. A mother is not entitled to inherit a class 1 higher from her stepson. B is the answer because it is for mother only, not for stepmother. Next 169. Who one of the following cannot deal with the property of minor under Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act? De facto guardian. He cannot deal with the property without permission of court and is mentioned in section 11 of Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act. B is the answer. Next is 170. Splinter relationship and prohibited relationship under Hindu law are mutually conclusive, dependent on each other, may overlap each other. They may overlap each other. C is the answer. Next is 171. Maintenance parentality can be claimed only by husband, wife, relative or dependents, both, husband or wife, both. Maintenance parentality is mentioned in section 24 of Hindu Marriage Act and it can be claimed by both, husband or wife, depends. D is the answer. Next is 172. Which section of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act facilitates a guardian to give his word in adoption? Section 9, subsection 4. D is the answer. Next is 173. Doctrine of relation back applies to the matter relating to adoption as mentioned in section 12 and 13 of Adoption and Maintenance Act. C is the answer. Next is 174. Geeta Harihan versus the Bank of India case is related to the matter of natural guardianship of minor's property of person in absence of father. D is the answer. Next is 175. Natural guardian of minor Hindu boy is grandfather, father, father, mother, both, only mother. Answer रहेगा father, mother, both. B is the answer. Mentioned in section 6 of Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act. Next 176. Juvenile Justice Protection of Care of Children Act enable person of following religion to take care a child in adoption. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, all of the above. No religion is material here. D is the answer. Next is 177. For which of the following marriage under Hindu law, a decree of nullity of marriage from court is must on application of aggrieved party? Only for voidable marriage. Void marriage is void ab initio. No need to file a case in the court. A is the answer. And where voidable marriages are mentioned in section 12 of Hindu Marriage Act. Next is 178. Which section of Hindu Section Act give preferential right to co-heirs in the property? It is mentioned in section 22. B is the answer. Section 20 में है right of child in womb. 26 में है converts descendant disqualified. 24 is deleted. So B is the answer. Next is question number 179. The bar to entertain a petition for a divorce under Hindu Marriage Act operates for a period of 1 year. C is the answer mentioned in section 14. C is the answer. So next is 180. Presumption that younger survived the elder under section 21 Hindu Succession Act is a presumption of law, presumption of fact, irrefutable presumption of law, refutable presumption of law. It is refutable. It is mentioned unless contrary proved. D is the answer. Next is 181. Under the Constitution of India, all aspects relating to family law are in the concurrent list. Lists are mentioned in Schedule 7. C is the answer. Next is 182. Bigamy described under Hindu Marriage Act deals with which one of the following? Polygamy and polyandry both. It is mentioned that the party must not be married before. So party can be bridegroom and bride both. So C is the answer. Next is 183. The Abhaga school of Hindu law fundamentally differs from Mitakshara school of law in the matter of inheritance and partition. B is the answer. Next is 184. Children born out of void Hindu marriage are in the eye of law legitimate but having inheritance right limited to their parents' property only. D is the answer. And we're provided in section 16 of Hindu Marriage Act. So from here Hindu law ends and TPA starts. Question number 185. A makes a gift in favor of his son with the condition that if any one of them dies leaving no male issue, his share will be taken by other surviving sons and not by the widow or daughter of the deceased son. The gift creates a vested interest, and vested interest is mentioned in section 19. B is the answer. Next is 186. Which of the following is not included within the term living person provided under TPA? Idle. So D is the answer. Section 5 mentions about that. Next is 187. A lease which is silent regarding the duration, but if lessee takes possession, such lease is known as tenancy at will. B is the answer. What is tenancy at sufferance? After expiry, if tenant stays in there and do not pay any rent, tenancy at sufferance. Tenancy at perpetuity means tenancy for a unknown period. Next is 188. Which of the following is the right of the mortgagee and not of the mortgager? मोर्टगेज का राइट है तो कौन सा होगा? राइट टू फोरक्लोजर. मोर्टगेज का कौन सा होता है? रिडेम्पशन का. मेंशन इन सेक्शन 67. डी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज 189. द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ साइप्रस इन द लॉ ऑफ ट्रांसफर प्रॉपर्टी मीन्स एज फार एज पॉसिबल अप्रोक्सीमेटली नियर टू बोथ ए एंड बी. सी इज द आंसर. Next is 190. Which one of the following relationship does not come within the category of undue influence affecting transfer of property, namely relationship of customer and shopkeeper? B is the answer. Next question number 191. Under TPA, the term attested means attested by two or more witnesses. C is the answer. Mentioned in section 3. Next is 192. A makes a gift to B, C and D. B and C accept while D refuses to do so. Position of gift is that whole gift is void. No gift is valid and part of the gift made to D will be shared by B and C. No, it is void only to third interest which D would have taken had he accepted the gift. जो शेयर बी और सी को दिया गया गिफ्ट में वो वैलिड रहेगा. डी वाला जो है वो रिवर्ट बैक कर जाएगा ए को. सी इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट 193. ए द लेसर गिव्स बी द लेसी notice to quit the property leased. Notice expires, B remains in possession. A gives to B second notice to quit the possession. Decide the validity of first notice. First notice is waived. A is the answer. Next is 194. Under TPA, the term registration means registration of property, documents, parties, witnesses. Registration of documents. B is the answer. Next is 195. Principle embodied in section 43 TPA is feeding the grant of estoppel. C is the answer. Next is 196. The right of redemption can be extinguished by act of party decree of the court transferring the right of outsider. Technicalities of fact. It is only by act of the parties and decree of court. A is the answer. 197. Remedy of foreclosure is available in which of the following mortgages, namely in usufructuary mortgage, mortgage by conditional sale, simple mortgage, English mortgage. It is B, mortgage by conditional sale, mentioned in section 67. B is the answer. Next is 198. A let a field to B at a rent 500, then transfer the field to C. B, having no notice of the transfer, B in good faith pays the rent to A here. B is not chargeable with the rent to C. B chargeable with rent. Collected rent is divisible between A and C. So B is not chargeable with the rent to C. So good faith में पे किया है, उसको notice नहीं था, तो आंसर आएगा इसका A. Next is 199. Under which section TPA the doctrine of consolidation has been incorporated? It is in section 61. D is the answer. Next is 200. Refusal to pay rent to the lessor with the word that you are not my landlord. It amounts to disclaimer that lease can be forfeited. The word avoid will result in automatic termination of lease. Will entitle the lessor for claim and compensation. It amounts to disclaimer and lease can be forfeited. Section 50 talks about that. So friends, over here we have discussed the paper of Pre 2016 of Uttarakhand Judicial Services Civil Judge Junior Division. So friends, if you find any problem in that, if any mistake is there, or you want to give any advice, suggestions, comments, you can just go in comment section and comment over there. We always appreciate for that. And if you like this video, please like it and do not forget to subscribe my channel, and please also inform your friends that over here they can get the previous year papers with discussion and answers. So friends, मिलते हैं आपसे next video में. Thank you. Thanks very much for watching this video.